American soldiers committed atrocities and killed innocent civilians during the Vietnam War, leading to a loss of public trust and a cover-up by the military. Foreign ERS executed hundreds of villagers in March 1968 during the controversial Vietnam War, where American soldiers fought a brutal guerrilla war against North Vietnam, resulting in millions of deaths, including the infamous My Lai massacre, in which 504 innocent civilians were killed. The village of Sun Mi, also known as Pinkville, was believed to be a communist outpost and a hotspot for the Viet Cong during the Vietnam War. In March 1968, Task Force Barker was formed to address a conflict involving soldiers from two companies, B Company and C Company, with C Company being led by Captain Ernest Medina and Lieutenant William Kelly, who had lost 28 men to booby traps and landmines by March 1968. Soldiers were angry and seeking revenge and were told to attack a village the next morning, expecting heavy resistance and considering anyone who remained as an enemy. Soldiers in the Vietnam War were instructed to kill any combatant or suspected combatants, including women and children, and the casual attitude of violence against civilians was common among American soldiers. American soldiers mistakenly attacked a village in Vietnam, encountering no combatants but causing harm to innocent civilians who were unaware of the impending attack. US soldiers in Vietnam massacred civilians, including women and children, using bayonets, grenades, and gunfire, with no mercy or regard for pleas for mercy, resulting in the deaths of 60 to 155 people. A group of civilians were executed during the Vietnam War, and US Army photographer Sergeant Ronald Heberly captured photos of the massacre, including images of terrified civilians tied up and the aftermath with dead bodies. American soldiers committed atrocities and killed civilians during the Vietnam War, but some soldiers showed bravery and humanity by saving civilians from harm. The Vietnam War resulted in the deaths of mostly innocent civilians, while the military covered up the truth and praised the soldiers involved. The US military covered up a massacre of Vietnamese civilians during the Vietnam War, leading to a loss of public trust and only one soldier being charged and convicted for the killings. Calley's lack of remorse and belief in following orders led to mixed reactions to his sentence, with President Nixon ultimately intervening to change it to house arrest and grant him a full pardon, while Thompson, Colburn, and Andreatta were initially ignored, but later recognized for their heroic actions in rescuing civilians during the Vietnam War, suffering from severe PTSD. The My Lai massacre in Vietnam revealed the US's capacity for atrocities and raised questions about the extent of similar incidents, prompting further inquiry into what other hidden events occurred during the war.